Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 3 minutes, so I will pause the recording software for now, and I will be back as soon as I find a potential opportunity. Have an order at 41.50 here for a put contract. I'm trying to do options. If you're not sure what options are, just comment below option guide and I will link you to a free class I put together called The Big Basics of Options. And it looks like my entry point was off just a little bit. I'm watching, well, I don't have my screen marker on. Let me bring that up real quick. I'm watching this number over here. I wanted to see that number drop down to 41.50 and technically go a little bit below it, which would mean I would have been filled. Filled meaning what this white order would turn to green. But yeah, you can see right there, I had the right idea where that blue line was, but I just didn't quite have the entry point right. So I'll cancel that order out and we can try again. Again, like I said, don't be intimidated by options. I know they sometimes have a intimidating reputation, and they can be made very complicated, don't get me wrong, but they don't have to be made that way. And I approach them in more of a simple way. So if that's how you like to approach things, then I'm confident that free guide can help you out. So just like I said, comment below option guide. All right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, gonna go for a put contract here at 10.50. Got that at 10.50. So take out a quick $60 there. Very happy with that. All right, so first trade in the books, $60, and I don't know, what was that, maybe 10 seconds? I'll go ahead and pause. Have an order at 9.70 here for a put, and I got that at 9.70. All right, gonna just take that one out. Oh, that one spooked me out. That white line there, you can see it went up above it. And because it went up above it, I needed to transition into loss control mode. Where in loss control mode does not mean that I'm going to take a loss, but it does mean that, okay, it looks like you were right. So get a little bit more trigger happy right now because it's looking like you were wrong. But in this situation, yeah, I didn't need to go into loss control mode. Of course, I am speaking in hindsight here, to be fair. But so that's why I had to ultimately just take a little bit less than what I was going for, because again, that white line there went above there, triggered me into loss control mode. So I'm not, I don't have a hard stop, but I have loss control mode. And but yeah, it fooled me because you saw as soon as I got out, it kept going down. But that's just how it goes sometimes. All right, so maybe give this another try. Actually, on the 5 minutes, looking like this thing might actually want to bounce up even more. So I'm gonna hold back for now. But yeah, regardless, still up $100. So I don't want to come across like I'm complaining. $100 in slightly over 10 minutes, not too bad. Whoop, I missed that. Got in at 13.50 for a put. Shot right up there and filled me. And I was not able to capture that. On video. All right, had to just take $20 on that one. Once again, spiked up a bit much, put me in a loss control mode, which, just to reiterate, does not mean that it's going to be a loss, but it does mean I got to get way more trigger happy and be ready to accept a lesser gain or break even, or then, yeah, maybe even a loss. So in that situation, I'm always grateful to come out green when you go into loss control mode. Once again, in hindsight, I would have been okay, but to be fair to myself and to be fair to you, remember, you're judging yourself in hindsight. We're all super good traders in hindsight. All right, I will go ahead and pause. I'm going to go for put here at 19.50. Make sure that we're that blue line right up around there. Actually, probably more so 1870. So order in at 1870. Let's see if this thing can push up a bit more here. All right, I'll pause, and if it looks like I'm going to get filled, I'll get the video rolling. Well, I apologize. I missed it again. In at 1950 for a put. All right, I'm in loss control mode once again. And out for $50 loss on that one. Wow, I'm struggling. All right, well, I will go ahead and pause. But yeah, so $50 loss on that one. And just for transparency's sake, this is how it goes sometimes in the world of trading. Not that I would have been playing that perfectly, but took the loss and then it rolled over very, very nicely. But yeah, that's how it goes. So just want to kind of give you the rest of the story there. So if you've ever had that happen to you where you're disciplined, you get out, you take a minimal loss, and then you can play the game of, well, geez, had I broken my rules, I would have been okay. Hey, we can all do that. Here's an example of that. But that doesn't mean you should break your rules. All right, have an order at 1870 here for a put. So it needs to come up a bit more. These ones have been jumpy. I know I've missed, I think, the past 2 entry points, but so I'm doing my best to capture them. But all right, now it's coming back down. All right, I'll pause. All right, maybe I'm going to be getting filled here at 1020. For a put. All right, I'll pause. All right, gonna try for put here at 1350. In there at 1350 for a put. Out for 50 on that one. So just like that, that loss was wiped away. Maybe you're thinking that was kind of unimpressive, and that's the point. If you can trade unimpressively to get back your losses, you know you're taking good losses. If you find yourself needing to trade like a superhero to get your losses back, that would be a sign that you need to work on some risk management. So 1250 here. So 1250 now, we'll try to give it another go. I will pause and we'll see if it can make a move up to the 1250 region. All right, gonna go for a call here at, well, let's let this candle close first. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let's see how this candle here actually ends up. Candle will be done in about 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay, yeah. Oh, 38.50. Let's see if I can get that. Okay. I am recording. And I'm in there at 38.50. Out at 39 for another very fast $50. Whoop. All right. Got to stop talking. Let's go down to 34.50 here. Actually, I'm going to change strike prices. You're changing what? You can comment below option guide and that statement will make more sense. All right. 38.50. There we go. All right. So we'll see if this thing wants to come down some more. I will go ahead and pause. Have an order at 1450. Did not get filled there, so I'm going to go down to 1350 now. It made them push up, didn't get filled on it, so now I just want to play it a little bit more conservative and go to 1350 instead. So I will pause. Okay, I'm in at 1620 for a put. That was a rough one. So $30 on that one because once again, had to go into loss control mode. These spikes just can't quite nail them down. All right, well, try again at 40. So it looks to be about 14, 20. So throw the order out there. All right, I'll go ahead and put the morning of loss control mode. Gratefully, only one has led to an actual loss of money, but goodness. All right, I'll pause. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up and call it good. I think I missed the last trade I did, but you didn't really miss anything. It was just a little pipsqueak $20 trade, but almost 11:30, so a little bit more than what I wanted to trade today time-wise, but still closing up with commissions, let's call it right around $200. So didn't even trade for 2 hours. If I break that down, still over. So it's 11:15. So for you math wizards out there, I'll let you calculate the time for an hour and 45 minutes, making $200. So yeah, over $100 an hour. So still grateful for that. Would have been nice if I could have gotten more, but almost, as you saw, every trade I had to go into loss control mode. But again, very grateful because with that, only the one actually cost me money. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Some days you're just kind of off, and I clearly was today. But the good news is, and hopefully just to encourage you and inspire you, is just because you're off, that doesn't mean therefore you lose money. When you have the proper strategies and all that, sometimes off just means you just don't make as much money as what you would like. But again, also, I realize I'm at risk of sounding like a greedy savage because if you're somebody that's making minimum wage or $25 an hour, I get it. I sound totally detached from reality, sitting here complaining about making over $100 an hour as I work from home, in my pajamas right now. So I also, that just to keep perspective. So if you're looking at a day like this, how much did you make per hour? 25, 30, 50 bucks. Most people don't make that much per hour. So keep your gains in perspective, especially in the social media world where looking around, heck, you can make $1,000 and look around social media and say, geez, that's all I made was $1,000 in a couple hours. So you got to be very careful about that. You got to keep yourself grounded to reality. So that is all I have. Again, if you want to learn more about options and the basics of them, just comment option guide, hit that like button. And like I said, if you have any questions or anything, leave those down below. And by the way, check out my community if you want, claytrader.com/team. Have a chat room, newsletter, a bunch of good stuff there. So again, claytrader.com/team. So that's all I have for you. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.